Hello everyone, this is Riku Keyblade Master, and today for you guys, I have another top 10 prepared. So, you may want to get ready for this one. This might be long. There are 13 members in the organization. Now, here I am presenting my top 10. Number 10. Well, number 10 is a bit of a doozy. Number 10, to be honest, I think I might actually pick... This is kind of odd for me. Well, odd for some people. But for top 10, I think I'm going to pick Lark Scene for number 10. Because Lark Scene... Well, here's the thing. The reason Lark Scene is so low on this list is because she is one of my favorites, but yet she's not one of my favorites. I mean, I can get ruthless like her at times. I mean, sure as hell I can be scary when I want to be. No joke. And, considering, when she became a nobody, she was mean. But let's think about what she could have been in her backstory. Could she have been like me? Someone who was nice until people just straight up kept walking all over her like nobody's business? Or was she always mean? In my personal opinion, she was like me. She probably was really nice until, something's like, ugh, this is the last straw. That's it. Yeah. What could her somebody have looked like? We don't have any artist renderings yet. So, there's a good chance we can keep an open mind. Number 9 goes to Xigbar. Xigbar. Now, why Xigbar, Riku? Why? Xigbar, I like him because of his snarky attitude, and not to mention his weapon. Not to mention the jokes that my brother Josh Perkins and I made up like no shit. One day we were playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and, how Zigbar has the guns, right? So we were like, as soon as I defeated Xigbar, or he did, one of us did, we were like, there's Zigbar's ass on a pike! Oh my god. I'm placing him on this list because not only that, he is also a devious tactician, to be honest. Because, 1 minute he could be nice, and then the next, phew. And then, on the somebody detail, yeah, he was one of the royal guardians in Radiant Garden who was known as Break. So, yeah, that definitely was the kicker. Now, let's move on to number 9. Or number 8, excuse me, I'm sorry. Number 9 would have to be... Ooh, it's hard to choose. Number 9 would probably have to be... I had a tie for number 9. Number 9 had to have popped into my head to be Marluxia. Now, why? Why did I put Marluxia at number 8? Well, not only is Marluxia a devious tactician, but we haven't seen his somebody yet. According to the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, okay, in Chain of Memories, he died! So how the hell did he come back? Meaning, he didn't gain a somebody yet. Or maybe he did. According to the lore in Kingdom Hearts Key, he was Laurium. A lot of people argue, no, that wasn't Marluxia, but that was definitely him. If you look directly at the features, he was devious from then, and he is devious now. Number 7. Number 7 is definitely probably going to have to be Vexin for me. Number 7 is Vexin because not only is he, I mean, he's a master strategist, but he is definitely, like, he's a lot like me also, like Lark Scene. I mean, me and Vexin, we're both smart, we both have a high IQ. And Evan, you know, going straight to his somebody, Evan, he was very smart, and, you know, he discovered Ventus, you know, had a heart devoid of darkness, stripped clean of it at that, very questionable. He's the one that made that observation, and anybody who's that observant, much like I am, wow, that's crazy. Now, number 6 will have to be Lexius. I don't know why Lexius is at number 6 for me, but to consider his backstory, he was also one of the Radiant guards of the castle. And, it was just crazy, like, he was known as Alias. Which, Alias, I see the play there, because Alias is like, using an alias, like, you know, going by a different name. I can see that, I can totally see that. Now, the next one, number 5, here we are, getting down the wire. Number 5 would most likely have to be Zexion for me, because just like Vexin, Zexion is a devious tactician. He uses magic, or so it is, like illusion, there you go, illusion is his power, and he has the ability to make you think, oh, I'm over here, no, I'm over there, you know, so it's not too far of a stretch. I mean, that's really cool. And considering Zexion, he was known as Inzo, which started out as a little kid that you met in Ventus's story. You had to protect him. Which, Inzo, right away, won my heart when I first played Birth by Sleep. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, he was so cute, you know? So he obviously was turned into a nobody when he got older. Now, number 4 for me is gonna have to be oh boy. Number 4 for me leans towards Sai Axe. Sai Axe or Iza, so to speak. Iza is Sai Axe's somebody, and you know, Sai Axe and somebody else I'm going to mention on this list were very close friends. Whatever drove them out of their friendship probably was the thing that turned them into nobodies, which is why we get Sai Axe, the guy we all know and love. to date, you know. Sai Axe is not only devious, but he's ridiculous in his power. He controls the moon. For God's sake. I mean, the moon! That's nuts! What's next? Is he gonna be able to control the sun, too? Is he gonna be the next... Forgive me for saying this. I don't care. But is he gonna be the next Princess Celestia and Princess Luna being able to control the sun and the moon? Is he gonna be the next Celestia and Luna? But in the same body. Come on. Think about it. That's really cool if you think about it. Now, the next thing, the number 3 that I'm going to mention is most definitely Axel/Lee. Axel didn't. My name is Lee. Got it memorized? Now, Axel, I forget what number he is in the organization, but he's very devious. He can play 2 sides. No joke. He can be on your side 1 minute, and then the enemy's side the next. Because Sai Axe had instructed him to eliminate the traitors. Which is what he did to Marluxia. Holy shit. Wow. Anyways, yeah. He was also Lee, which is Sai Axe's or Aiza's best friend. So whatever drove them apart could have been the thing that turned them into nobodies. Greed, anger, hatred, obnoxiousness, who knows? Now, here we are to the top 2. I could not decide for the life of me. And to be honest, I honestly couldn't decide for the life of me. But number 2 is going to have to go to Xemnas, the leader of Organization 13. Now, why did I put him in number 2 and not number 1? Well, let's just say that this is a list guided by my heart. And obviously, there's a theory going around that Xemnas could have been Terra. Which I kind of am in agreement with, because in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Zigbar says, ever since then, he holds himself up there whenever he can and he talks to someone. The real question is who? And Xemnas says, it has been far too long, friend. He's talking to Aqua's armor, obviously. So it's no surprise that he could have been Terra. Crazy. And don't even get me started on his boss fight. Sora, listen here, girl boy. I am the final boss. You know what that means? My power level is infinite. If I wanted to throw God out of the sky, lift God out of the sky and throw him at you, it's totally legal. Yeah, that's how infinite his power level is. And according to Dragon Ball Z fans, over 9,000! Well, yeah, you know. Now, on to number 1. Number 1 for me is definitely Roxas. Why Roxas? He's the only one in Organization 13 that has a heart. He is Sora's nobody. And his pain masks a lot. Like, he has gone through a lot of shit. No duh. He just wants to be his own being. And I can sympathize with that. I can definitely sympathize with that fact. No apology.